So it's been a busy morning here. It's Tuesday, let me see, January 23rd. Um, I drove back to Prescott from the Vegas area on Sunday, and when I left Lake Mead, I had short sleeve shirt on. When I got into Kingman, I realized that I needed something warmer, and from Kingman to Ash Fork, um, I was driving along snowy highways. Well, the highway wasn't snowy, but all the breakdown lanes were completely snow covered. So Saturday night, Sunday, snow hit everywhere, including Prescott. So when I pulled in, there was actually melting snow here as well. So kind of crazy from just a couple hours of driving, and you go from almost a spring feel back to a winter feel. So I got back on Sunday, got reset up here. There was no point in staying in the Vegas area since the customers changed their mind on what we were working on. So I got back here. I've got new work from another client in Wisconsin. So I'm not kidding when I've mentioned here and there, you can work from the road. It's really possible. The the big thing is, it's taken me a while to build a client base these past couple of years for RLC design. It wasn't overnight. Even though we had this really great idea back in 2013, we said we're going to go out and build websites for RV parks because we're RVers. We understand what RVers are looking for. And just having that idea and thinking this is going to be a slam dunk, it was never a slam dunk. It takes months between clients back in the beginning. A lot of park owners have used the internet and feel like, oh, the internet doesn't really do anything for me. And one of the big reasons why is because they didn't build their website correctly, they didn't do their search engine optimization correctly. And so you've got to go in and tell people, here's what you've done wrong and here's what we can do right. So that's one part, and that's a big challenge on how you say it to somebody. The second big challenge is a lot of them are still stuck in the old ways of reaching RVers. So the old guidebooks, Good Sam, Woodall's before, they're still trapped back there, and they feel like social media and the internet's beyond them. And usually park managers or park owners have a hard enough time working with Campground Master, a reservation system, to actually tell them that they need to update their websites regularly and put up their new prices regularly and tell people about what's happening in the area. Eyes glaze over, they think it's too tough and they think it's too expensive, and they're not sure that there's going to be great returns. So here we are in 2018, and we really started into RLC design for the website in 2014. So it's taken a while to build the customer base, but we've got it now. So the additional work that I have is for another one of my clients in Wisconsin. So we've got customers in Massachusetts, Georgia, Wisconsin, Colorado, Arizona, California, and yeah, so we've got folks scattered, oh, in Florida. So we've got folks scattered all over the place, but it's taken years to build that client base. Even though we thought initially, hey, this is going to be a slam dunk, we're going to help people get found, we're going to make sure that their websites are mobile friendly, because that's what RVers are using now. We're using our smartphones. In addition to the work that I've been doing today for my client in Wisconsin, I've been back and forth on the phone for the morning with one of my clients down in Casa Grande, and also making some doctor appointments for follow-up on my thyroid issue. So I'll be seeing the doctor this weekend. Exciting. And on top of that, so I've got the other computer back here. Say hello to my really old MacBook Pro. And it's still hanging in there. It's a great computer. In between customer work this morning, I've been laying out taxes for the tax year. So for 2017. Um, Whether you're a full-time RV'er, you live in an apartment, you live in a tiny house, or you live in a big, beautiful cabin in the woods of New Hampshire, um, reality shows up everywhere. Taxes, no matter where you are going to need to be paid. So we're coming to the end of January, so I was getting all my tax information in order and getting it ready to send off to my accountant. So when you're thinking about full-time RVing, you have to remember life still goes on. So what was normal when you were living in a house, a lot of that is still going to be normal today. I made my little spoof video the other week about my lessons learned, because everybody's got RV lessons out there, right? If I see one more video about how to flush the tanks, I'm gonna pull my hair out. So I made the little spoof, but in all seriousness, full-time RVing isn't different from living anywhere else. The big parts of full-time RVing is I can go out my Airstream door here and be in a different place. So there's that advantage. I'm highly mobile. But beyond being highly mobile, life goes on. You still have to get mail. Even though we're all doing electronic communications now, good grief, people are dying to send you mail. When I first found Pointer Rocks Campground, I was staying here for a couple weeks and then a couple months, and I wasn't having mail forwarded here, but mail managed to find me here anyways. I am a ham radio operator, so November 1 Zulu Zulu Foxtrot. I got my ticket way back in 1997, so I was only in my 20s when I got my ham radio license. But what was awesome and incredible was after I found Prescott and I decided to stay longer, my renewal notification in 2007 showed up here. I hadn't updated my address anywhere, but the mail still found me. So I got my renewal notification for my ham radio license, and I renewed it, and they considered this my address, which was really interesting to me because I hadn't gone out updating anything. It was just I was here for a little while, mail showed up. Real life continues. You still have to pay your taxes. You still got to go have a checkup. You still have to get new tires for the truck or the Airstream. You still have to buy gas for the truck. So when you're thinking about full-time RVing in an Airstream or whatever else, just be ready for the fact that while it's an interesting adventure and you're getting more travel than most people will ever see in their lives, the rest of your life is going to continue going along, and in today's modern age, it's going to be right there with you all the time, like this video, like YouTube, like Facebook, like anything else. So I think a lot of people forget about that when they think about full timing. They think I'm going to hitch up, run off, and have a great time. And that's true. So that was part of the reason for my spoof video the other week too, was just, teasing a little bit, but life is still normal even if you're a full-time RVer. The regular stuff still happens.